Hi, I'm a nerd. Did you know that trees can communicate? I didn't, but they do communicate silently below the surface. This made me curious. So I did some digging, and what I found was so amazing, it is going to change the way you see trees forever. There's actually a hidden world under your feet every time you walk through a forest. It consists of an intricate network of roots and fungi, nicknamed the Wood Wide Web. Think of it as nature's version of the internet. Here's how it works. Mycorrhizal fungi, tiny thread-like organisms, attach themselves to tree roots. In exchange for sugar from the trees, these fungi deliver essential nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. But that's just the start. These fungi create connections between trees, turning the entire forest into a bustling communication hub. Think of it this way. A tall oak tree sends a nutrient-packed email to a struggling sapling across the forest. It's a real-life resource-sharing program that's been running for millions of years. Some trees act as the elders of the forest. Scientists call them mother trees. Mother trees support their children, sending nutrients through the network to their own saplings. But they're not selfish. They help other trees too, even those from different species. So picture this. A massive, centuries-old tree at the heart of a forest. When smaller trees nearby need help, maybe they're not getting enough sunlight or nutrients, the mother tree steps in, sharing its resources. It's like a safety net for the forest. That's not the only safety net the forest provides. There's even an early warning system. For example, a deer starts munching on a tree's leaves. The tree goes right into defense mode. It releases chemicals that make its leaves bitter and even toxic. But the tree doesn't just protect itself. It sends out airborne signals to nearby trees, giving them a heads up to start ramping up their own defenses. It's like a group text in the forest. Hey, there's a hungry deer over here. Get your defenses ready. Trees will also sound the alarm when pests attack. And it's not just about pests. Trees can sense environmental changes like drought or disease and spread the word so others can prepare. Trees don't just communicate, they share, and they're surprisingly generous. Through the Wood Wide Web, a tree with extra resources, say a surplus of carbon, can send it to another tree that's struggling. And this isn't just happening within one species. Birch trees have been known to share resources with Douglas firs, and vice versa. It's like one tree saying, "Hey, I've got some extra, need a hand?" And the other responding, "Thanks, I owe you one." This cooperation ensures the survival of the forest as a whole. This got me thinking, if trees struggle, do they feel pain? What I learned is that while they don't feel pain, they do respond to harm. When a tree's bark is damaged, it releases chemicals to defend itself. It also sends out chemical signals to neighboring trees, warning them to prepare for potential threats. It's like one tree saying, "I'm in pain," and the others replying, "Noted, arming defenses now." And like all living things, trees eventually die, but with a twist. They actually give back. You see, dead trees aren't just homes for birds and insects, they're also nutrient banks. As they decay, they feed the soil, which nourishes the living trees. Think about that for a moment. A tree that has fallen or decayed doesn't just vanish, it becomes part of the cycle, feeding the very forest it once stood tall in. It's a reminder that in nature, nothing goes to waste. So why does any of this matter? Because forests aren't just collections of individual trees, they're interdependent communities, and when we disrupt them, we're not just cutting down trees, we're breaking apart an ancient network that sustains entire ecosystems. This made me appreciate that preserving forests isn't just about saving trees, it's about saving an entire underground society. It actually made me want to go outside and hug a tree. The next time you walk through a forest, think about what's happening beneath your feet. I'm guessing if you're like me, you'll never be able to look at trees the same way again. If this video gave your nerdy brain the tingles, hit the like button and subscribe to I'm a Nerd. And let's keep the conversation going. Drop your favorite tree fact or what's on your nerdy mind in the comments below. Welcome to I'm a Nerd, where curiosity is celebrated and every question leads to another incredible discovery.